okay, the way I did it that worked for me though. So I got the professor's email. So I got her name. Yeah. So I went like any of the professors. I didn't just for one, I did for like a lot of other. So I went to check their research, like what they're working on, their previous publications, their recent publication. I read through it, found out what is common, what are they working on, what are they doing. So when I saw okay, this part it aligns with what I'm looking at and what I've worked with or what I'm familiar with. So then I went in, okay, I went to get my transcript. Check out my okay, what do I have in my transcript that is common in this professor's trends, in the trend of their publication?
Welcome back again to Beyond Borders, Voices from Around the World with Roslyn Oladeji. And here with me today we have scholar Caleb Oluwatemilorun. I love that name. I love it, Oluwatemilorun. Thank you for joining me today. I'm super excited to be your host on this channel. And yeah, we've shared the goal. It is to help both aspiring international students and also present ones to actually gain insights to tackle any challenges that they are facing right now. I would like to tell the audience to like, comment, subscribe, and share this journey because I know it will surely impact those listening. Let's start on a light note, so it's not Jim questions. So, can you share a memorable experience from your journey as an international student in the US so far? That's just an icebreaker, anyways. Just anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for this privilege to be here. I'm glad to be sharing my experience and some ideas with prospective students. So, yeah, it's been a long way coming. And yeah, first and foremost, I'd like to bless God for, I mean, it was really a long journey. So, I mean, I was trying to press my vision for like 2 years. Yes. But the funniest thing was that my first application, I got an admission, and it was all DIY, do it yourself. Yes, I wrote my senior proposal myself. I wrote everything I needed to do by myself. Yeah, and I remember that there was a time that I was also applying to Canada, BBC, University of British Columbia. So I was writing to get this fund from a Mastercard. So that day I remember I was in the house, I was dying. I was answering the questions because we had to write some essays. So I wrote about 5 A4 paper without looking back.
My God.
So when I finished writing, I said, okay, who wrote this? Like, was I the one that wrote this? Okay. I said, okay, let me just take a break. So the funniest part was that I didn't know that I ought to apply for the first step. Like me writing the essay was the second step. So I missed the first step. So I finished writing the essay. Now, okay, let me just upload the essay. Okay. It was so unfortunate. And I took out the positive part of it because I didn't know that I could just do that at that point in time. So so I could do this then. It gave me more energy to press for more. So yeah, so at times when we face challenges, when we face hard times, we should look at the positive side too, not just the negative side. So I mean that's what I do basically. So when I face a tough time, so I don't allow it to put me down. Okay, what's the positive part of this negative occurrence or this bad occurrence or this unpalatable positive part and then move on from there. So now sorry to digress a little bit for the introduction. So now to your question, memorable time, memorable. Okay, I think that should be recent because I went for a research. So yeah, it's a very big project. So my prof called me that okay, I'll be doing social plays. I'll be doing this for 2 months. So I was like, I was just like, I've not done that kind of research, and it's a big one. I mean, all hopes were on me. So I'm the face of the whole body, finally research about it. So yeah, I mean,
Interesting.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I was able to actually make my person proud and make even the host proud to be able to achieve our goals and reach the very suitable destination. And although it's still in progress. I mean, we are still on the research, but the first and second part, which were very hectic and very difficult, has been concluded. So we are proceeding to the next phase, and then hopefully by the end of the year, we need to conclude the whole research and then move to the next stage too. So yeah, it was a very big one. That I mean, my prof had to call me one day and I mean, like pleading with me that please let's. He doesn't know there's no way we are getting grants for this kind of research again. Yeah, I mean that was the last hope. So, and I'm really happy that everything went well and yeah, it was good.
Nice. I'm happy to hear that, and also that I think that's a testament to your hard work and all the work you are putting into it. Because if you've not done something worth them trusting you with something bigger, I think that one would not come into place. And I think that's another lesson that whatever you find doing, do with all your might, because you don't know what is coming. All eyes,
Yeah,
you might think people are not looking at you, but they're actually watching. You know, and
yeah,
another thing is if we're now fortunate to be with people that they are looking out for your growth, they will push you because I know when you were saying that it was big or it is big, you haven't done it before, but they saw that okay, you've done this before, then you have that capacity to also perform uh, whatever it is they are expecting from you. So well done. We are
yeah,
proud
thank
of
you so
you.
much.
Okay, so let's just move into the interview proper. That's just an icebreaker.
All
Please
right.
introduce yourself and share a bit about your background and then what brought you to study in the US. Why US?
All right. My name is Caleb Oluwatemilorun Ogunrinde. So Caleb, my first name, Oluwatemilorun, my middle name, Ogunrinde, my last name. So
Awesome.
from Nigeria, as we all know. Yeah. Then I'm from the State,
Huh.
Nigeria. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah,
Mm.
the noble, the state of noble men.
Opo.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. I mean, I grew up in Ekiti State, and it's been a journey. I mean, I can't say the story of how it began. God has really been there for me. He has really helped me to overcome some tough situations and difficult times. Yeah. So okay, I'm a student. I'm a graduate student of molecular cell biology in Florida Agricultural Mechanical University here in the United States, here in the state of Florida. Yeah. So yeah, I'm in my going to my second year of my master's degree, and yeah, it's been good. So I work as a lab assistant. Yeah, in a lab here. And, yeah, I'm currently on my research, so, and it's going good. Yeah, yeah, it's been pretty cool and fine. So what brought me to why I chose United States? Yeah, it's aside being my choice, I believe that it's where I should be right now.
Awesome. I mean, that's straight to the point. So it's not UK, it's not Europe, it is the US. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad to hear.
Yes.
So I'll just ask, like, what motivated you to pursue scholarship, and then if you could walk us through that journey of securing
Okay.
admission in the US.
Okay. My first application, as I've said here, I was in 2020. That was during the COVID. So I applied to MSU, Mississippi State University. So I got admission. That was around July. It was one night. I saw an email that okay, a decision that has been made on your application. Kindly click this link to take uh, your response and your feedback. So I clicked on it. So and I saw this jubilation.
Yeah.
emojis. All
Celebration.
yeah, celebration. So I'm okay. Oh, wow. I mean, that was my first trial. Like that was my first like attempt. I couldn't really believe it. Like I know it was such a memorable time. I mean, I can't forget that experience because it was DIY. I mean, do it yourself. And then I made inquiry from my brother too. I mean, he really shared a lot of ideas too. So now I got to know that information is power. I mean, knowledge is power, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowledge is power. So now I'm just trying to link information and knowledge together. So if you don't have the information, you won't know what to do about it. So I mean, having the right information, most times we get to the right destination.
Oh.
So then I mean I was also okay reaching I mean searching, making my research. But most people nowadays they want to just sit down, okay, I want to apply, bounce, I want to get admission, bounce, I want to get a funding. It doesn't work like that.
Mhm.
You have to do the work. I mean, there's a place of doing the work, and at the end, it's a place of so. Okay. Then I applied to several schools. I think several schools. Yeah, so I got rejections after my full acceptance. Yeah, so I got rejections. I remember the schools. Yeah, I mean for about like 4 or 3 rejections after that. Yeah, so there was time that I got funding, but I didn't get admission.
Interesting. Wow. I've never heard
Interesting.
of that before. I know a lot of admission without funding, but then funding without admission. Ah.
Yeah, it was actually funny because there was this prof ready to I mean to take me into our research, and then so I was to go and apply. So when I applied, so they said that they don't have that course running in the department or in the college. So that really broke my heart though. So I mean, yeah, because I mean, then that was 2021. I was ready to feel fire, like everything was in motion.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, and all these two were for some purpose and for some reasons to get to understand some more. So, but so that admission I had since 2020, it is okay. I won't say that. Maybe I was not to say that. Yeah, so it was active. Like I was renewing the admission every year. So even like the HOD of that department, we have a good rapport. So now there's something I do. So I make sure that I build good relationship with all these guys that I email. So my email is like a WhatsApp. So anything I'll just send a official email to get to know about it. So like I make inquiry on even the simplest thing. I make inquiry about it. I ask them about it. So now so that they can mark my face that this guy, there's something about this guy. So like there are a lot of offices that I reached out to, admission office, financial aid office, the graduate office. I reached out to all these guys so that I mean I can know the latest or the recent information going on. Because if you don't have the information, you won't know the next step to take. So I mean, it was really really helpful to get to reach out. I like to communicate and to interact. So I always send email. Then yeah, I make my research too. Then okay, I have people that I can always talk to. Now the point is, if you're doing something alone, it might be boring to you. It might be difficult. But if you have people that you are doing together, it becomes much more interesting. And you have someone to encourage, someone to keep you on track, even when you are discouraged. Yeah, so I mean, on this journey, don't walk it alone. Yeah, you
Never
might get,
working.
yeah, you never walk alone. Liverpool, although I'm not a fan of Liverpool,
It's okay.
but, but don't try to do it alone. See, I've learned one thing: you can't do life alone. You can't.
Very.
You cannot do it alone. So okay, it is good to keep this kind of information like okay, like I don't want people to know about me traveling out or me, but there's some people that you have to open up to because if you don't talk to them, you know, okay, this guy he does this thing, okay, he's into this, he has idea, he has vast knowledge about it. Reach out to the person, just talk. It's not anything.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I said just reach out to these people, like know what to say, know what to know, and know what you want to do. So I mean, if you don't do that, you just be walking around the same circle,
That's right.
and yeah, you can be tired. So sorry, I mean,
No,
I
it's
took another.
okay.
Yeah. So so my latest admission, the one that got me here, the one I used because I have several admissions. And what really happened was that I believe in career diversity. I don't have to study. I don't have to continue in that track I started with when I have options to diversify. So why should I limit myself in this world that is changing and transforming every day? So mm, right from when I was finishing my undergraduate from Wisdom Nigeria Nsukka, UNN. So I just decided, okay, what I want to do because I know that okay, things are changing. So I said, okay, I want to incorporate tech into agriculture. So I was just okay, let me can I go about that? Because I have this soft spot for tech. Yeah,
Tech
I just
brothers.
yeah, I just love it. So after then I was trying to incorporate tech into agriculture, trying to rebrand. During COVID, I was doing a lot of that. I was doing my background work. Yeah, just taking some possibilities. So that one it dragged. Nigeria now a lot of things. Yeah, so it dragged. There was nobody to really I don't know like to really carry that burden with me like that. So I just okay, yeah, I moved on. So later I went to UI because I had the opportunity to apply for masters in UI. So I went to study I went to study
Because
that.
that's my department. I am a graduate of UIO. I don't know why
Really?
you are laughing, calling
You
my
know,
this the name of my school.
you know Dr. Allo. You know Dr. Allo.
Dr. Lo is in fisheries, right?
Self. No, it's in
In what?
self. That's social and economic forestry.
No, they've divided the whole stuff. That department, when I was there, it used to be faculty of agriculture. Now it has they divided
Okay.
and forestry. So there's faculty of forestry
Oh,
now, something like that.
oh,
So
oh,
it's messed up right now. I don't know.
okay.
And then I
Okay.
was in the Department of Agricultural Economics. So I'm a little bit
Reject.
far
Oh,
from agriculture and forestry.
okay. Okay. No problem. I mean, I mean, I had good times. You know, I had bad times too. I mean, I can create the balance. Balance. I won't say where I stand. I won't say it. I
Why
know
now?
get mad. I know the one that is get mad.
Of
I
course.
choose to stay in. So I won't say the one that I choose between the two. I went to Nigeria. I won't say it.
No,
But
well,
one bears the name of Nigeria. Sure. So
I beg. Don't do politics here. It's
yeah.
okay.
So during those time, I navigated like how to work around what I'm looking at because it's a vision. It's something I want to delve into. So I'll just trying to gather as much as experience that I need. So now when the opportunity to study here at FEMU came, so I checked out the offers they have, and the field that I saw that was really available and will also align with a lot of list I have. So that was molecular and cellular biology. So I mean, I have a soft spot for biology too. I mean, yeah, so I mean, when I saw the molecular and cellular biology, gene manipulation, molecular genetics, all those stuff, yeah, I mean, I just okay, this is very nice, and it's something I can just go into, like bioinformatics, like DNA sequencing, all those stuff like that. So these are still like tech related stuff, and yeah, I mean, so I was just okay. So and then to the glory of God, I got admission. I got funding for the course for the program. So yeah, it really went very well. And now the point is through the years of applying, trying to get the right, trying to get the right means, trying to get the right admission. So it really helped me. It really built me to have what it takes. I mean, to go ahead to go study this course because I mean I can sit down and write a SOP for you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I can tell you what you need to put in SOP. I can tell you, okay, how to reach out to your prof that you will make inquiry on how to get an assistantship, or I mean, like either a GR or GA. So, I mean, it's I mean, year of work. There's no time to play or to skip on something. I mean, yeah, you have to rest. You have to stipulate, but like you have to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, things will- so that's basically the work. I mean, the real deal. Don't put in the work things to do. So yeah, um, I mean, I applied and then I also put God in the equation too. Yeah, the way everything happened. So yeah, God, my son, I want to compensate you. I mean, you've labored, you've
Yeah.
tried,
It's been a
you've
long
tried.
time coming.
Yeah, yeah, it's a long time coming. Yeah, and then before I got this admission, so I used my former admission,
Mm.
so I used that one. So for my I-20 to process my visa, so I went for the visa interview in Lagos, and so Lagos is like a market. Like US Embassy is like a market
Yeah.
every day. Every day you see people there. So it, it was a tough one. Yeah. So I mean, I was rejected because I didn't have a funding then. So it was really painful. But I just okay, just move out of that situation and just okay, focus on okay, what do we do next? What do I do next? So and from there I picked everything up again and started again. Because you can't just stay right there where you're rejected. You have to just you have to just reassure yourself and then encourage yourself. Now there's something if you don't encourage yourself, no one will encourage you. That's just it. If you don't make yourself happy, no one will make you happy. If you don't determine by yourself, no one will determine for you. No one will do that for you. See, God will play his own role. You have to play your own role too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So after that, I went to the embassy again the October that
Same
same
here.
year. Yes, I
Wow.
went to the embassy. So this time I had everything I needed. So when I landed in Abuja, so I changed from Lagos. I said, Lagos, I'm Lagos. I run from Lagos. Okay, Abuja, and I think Abuja. So when I get Abuja, as I was landing in Abuja airport, that's when they said all interview from the following day till January has been cancelled. So they said they reach out to us and schedule it for us, maybe till tomorrow.
Wow.
So yeah, it was really a very difficult time. But yeah, everything went well and then it just had to just ah, pick up pick up myself again.
But
So not like I made a mistake that day. So my return flight to Lagos was for Tuesday. So I landed in Lagos on Sunday. So my interview was on Monday. So I had to return on Tuesday. So when I saw that they have cancelled out this interview, so I went to the airport direct. So I think that hey, sir, your return flight is tomorrow, not today. My mind was let me just do what else.
yeah.
So yeah, so it was just those time, those moments that I want us to just forget or learn from too. Yeah, I mean rejection is not that's not the end of the road. Yeah, you can always try again. You can always put in the effort. You can always go again with a higher level of energy, with a higher level of power. Yeah. 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 So yeah, that's the major. And then the last attempt, I really blessed God and everything went well. And, yeah.
So you had to wait till how many? Was it the same year again?
No, that was the following year.
Oh,
Following year, that was
interesting.
following year. The
So you
following year.
defer your admission and the funding everything.
No, that one I didn't even check it again till now. So I got a new one the
Ah.
following year.
Oh.
It's from
Oh, awesome. I'm so glad. Oh my God.
yeah.
It's a roller coaster. You take us through. I mean,
Yeah,
and that's yeah. That's typical of
yeah.
US. And maybe that's why my affinity is not really towards US. I don't know. Because, oh my God, I had admission. And that's why when people come to me, okay, they are looking for US, it's not really too difficult in my, or maybe from my perspective, anyways, to get admission. You know, I have a lot of admission from US, sincerely. That funding side, and then it takes a lot of energy. Maybe that's why I just lock up at some point, because I think I started my journey into US before I even now said, okay, I let me base Europe. It was US, a lot of admission. Before I even say Jack Robinson, I already have admission. Congratulations. But then now I'm
Yeah.
waiting for funding, and then now having to think about the visa processing again. I mean,
I think sorry. I mean, I think I'm sorry to cut you in.
no, it's fine.
Um, the funding part. At times, if one does not go the right way, when I get funding.
Mm,
So yeah. So okay. So yeah, funding comes automatically. Some you have to reach out to the prof that you want to work with them, so they give you funding.
mm,
So, but if they don't know you, if they don't have, I mean, they don't know you, so they won't give you a funding. But now, okay, what I did for my first for the okay, the time I got the funding, I was denied of admission, or I was rejected. Yeah. So I reached out to a professor.
yeah,
So I gave her my profile. I wrote her a letter of my interest in working with her. So I went to make my background start on my current work. If you don't get a funding after you applied, that means the department did not enroll you to the list of people that will be given funding for that year. So now the best thing to do is to reach out to a professor in that department. So it takes a lot of work.
but yeah,
Yes. So you have to check what they're working on, check their career path, what they're focused on, what their research is focused on, and then I always suggest that you go for their recent research, what they are working on. So now pattern it with your previous work and academic experience. So if it can synchronize, then you might be able to get funding if they have funding over for you. So I mean, I mean, if you get admission, don't just stay there. Just go ahead and reach out to professors. Reach out to like 5 to 6 as much as possible that you want to reach out to, because at times if you don't reach out, they won't know that you are there or you need it. Thank you.
yeah. That's an insight. Thank you so much for that. Getting admission was so easy for me, but
Yeah.
that emailing part, I think I actually emailed some people. But one thing I want you to shed more light into is actually you just talked about how you should tailor your, is it SOP now, or you have a proposal to, like, you tailor the what's it called now, the research of that person to, is it your SOP? Do you write it in your SOP, or is it required to actually have another proposal for maybe what you are proposing with them or something? I don't know. You can.
Okay. Thank you so much. Um. Okay. The way I did it that worked for me though.
Mm,
So I got the professor's email. So I got her name. Yeah. So I went like any I mean any of the professors. I didn't just for one, I did for like a lot of other people. So I went to check their research, like what they're working on, their previous publications, their recent publication.
mm,
So read through it, found out what is common, what are they working on, what are they doing. So when I saw okay, this part it aligns with what I'm looking at and what I've worked with or what I'm familiar with. So then I went in, okay, I went to get my transcript.
mm,
Check out my, okay, what do I have in my transcript that is common in this professor's trends, in the trend of their publication or their research? So linking it together. So now when I'm talking about, when I'm writing the official mail about how I am interested in working with the professor, so I always refer to my transcript. my because yeah, okay, at this point, yeah, I worked on this. I did this. I mean, like making everything like calculative and then very easy to trace back and convince them to because we are trying to convince them that we are capable of working with them and that we have the needed background knowledge of working on that research with them. So because you won't get funding and you play, you have to work.
Stop.
Yeah, yes, yeah, you have to work. So that's just basically the point. And then yeah, just now. So there's something that I did too. I went on to make a research how to write a professor. These things are very important because you
Yeah.
can't just prefer the way you write, the way you write anybody. I mean, like there are ways you write to your senior colleague, ways you write to a superior at work or to your employer. There are ways to write to, I mean, your professor. So I mean, all these dynamics. So I did all these things together. So then in my SOP too, in my SOP, there's a way I linked my SOP also to this professor that okay, I'll be glad to work with social professor in the area of this. If my friend is considered, all those things to. I mean, you have to season your stuff,
Yeah.
put the punchlines there, put facts there, facts that can be shaped, and will be confirmed. So yeah, because they want you to convince them that you are ready and you are worthy of the grants or the scholarship or you can call it funding. Yeah,
Strong. I love the way you have broken it down. I think you spoke about something when we were beginning about how you did a lot of things yourself. You know, and I used to say it, and I also reiterate it here that uh, on this journey, you have to do a lot of things yourself because you are the one that own that story. You are the one that know yourself. You can uh, maneuver it the way you like, present it in a way that people we empathize with your story. You carry people
yeah,
along with that. But these days, people just want to why is not bad in like in itself, but you have a lot of edge when you do a lot of things yourself, and it adds to you because a lot of another thing you told me about it's not being sitting in front of a computer searching for each work a professor has
yeah,
done. That means that interest is there, that passion is there, and these two ingredients you can't leave it out in your journey, especially
yeah,
if you are studying, want to study abroad. Why? Because you will still need it. So it's not a ticket to that admission is not a ticket to really I want to leave Nigeria and then it's not like
yeah,
you will just you won't be doing anything wherever you are going to because
yeah.
okay, now let me go into those ones. But I really love that fact that okay, that interest is there, that passion is there because when you are talking to some people, they just want you to do it for them
For them,
and then
yeah.
present them with admission. I'm not the school.
I
I don't even
understand.
and then I just write their name on the email or the letter of admission
Yeah,
and then present it. It doesn't work like that. So, and it says something like you have to check how to. You see, when you are on this journey, how to, going on Google, going on YouTube to watch videos, it's something that should be part of you. I mean, it's your companion. Apart from, as you said, networking with people as well. You have to bring yourself to. You talk about even after a rejection, you have to come back in power in preparation. It's not the same
yeah,
way you went last time. You can't be doing the same thing and be expecting different results, right? So you have to increase yourself in knowledge, in information, as you said, and all. And I'm super glad that
yeah.
you've talked about these things, even as we are starting. Okay, so next is for me, I know that in Europe, scholarship is scholarship. So if you are talking about Erasmus Mundus scholarship, you have scholarship, and every month you get like 1,000, depending on whether it is the old one or 1,002 per month, euros per month. And the only thing you are expected to do is to go to class, pass your exam, write everything
Really?
sincerely.
Jesus
You know,
Christ.
that's why I had to think, and then I started applying to Erasmus, Dad, everything you roof, yeah. Of course, I saw
Yeah.
my Chige too in that one, so
Yeah.
I've had a fair share of rejection letters and the likes, which of course again is part of the game. It's part of the journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Colin.
Yeah. So I know it is different. So I just want you to shed light on how it is because some people might not know. It's not if we are saying scholarship like that, it's not okay, don't let me say, but just help us because you are the one living it now. Me, I just have that understanding and then my own bias as well. But you are the one living it. Just shed light on it. What are different forms that scholarship come in the US?
Okay. I'm gonna talk based on what I've experienced,
Of course.
but I won't share all though, because there might be peculiarities too. Now, and I won't judge with my own um, side of it.
It's fine.
So I've just said the general point of view, what it might look like. So we have graduate assistantship. So majorly I'll be talking about graduate students, not undergraduate.
Of course.
For the graduates, the another journey
Ball game,
entirely.
yeah.
The other journey entirely. But I can share some ideas too, but maybe not today, not maybe next time.
Mm,
Yeah. So we have graduate assistantship. You can come as teaching or research.
mm,
So either you've been working on a research. So for STEM, I think it's majorly on research, but some STEM it's also on teaching too. You have to teach the students and tutor them, all the stuff like that. So then when you get this assistantship, now it depends if you have a waiver too. So now you can be given tuition waiver and assistant. So the assistant is to support you, is to pay you to work. Tuition waiver is to cover your tuition. So it can be 70% tuition waiver, it can be 100% tuition waiver, it can be 85% tuition waiver, it can be 90% tuition waiver, it can be any percent, it can be 50-50. So now the assistantship is to support you the cost of living and other costs too. So you can work either as a teacher or a tutor or a researcher. So that's really important. So then and then you can get a fellowship. Fellowship can come in so that for PhD student or candidates, so I think they get more fellowship, grant, other stuff like that. So then assistantship too. So it depends on what the school or what the college has to offer you. Yeah, and then once you get the offer, try to understand the details of the offer. Don't say because you have tuition waiver, there's no money, there's no assistance you can do. I mean, and there's one thing I always thank God I remember right now. There's one thing I always advise people that tell me that I want to study abroad. Number one thing, want to come to the US, make sure that you have funding.
thank you.
it is it is very, very important. It is germane. It is vital. It is important. Make sure that you have funding because it will take away some stress. Even though everything is really stressful, but it will take away some stress. But if you come without funding, whatever you see, for the other world.
Oh my god.
I've seen a lot of people. I've read about a lot of stories. It's not easy, honestly. It is not. It is not. I can't speak on stories. It is
Don't worry,
it
you've said your own. I think a word is enough for the rest.
is because it is good to come over. The point is, okay, I will say this. The reason why maybe I still have bias for US than UK is maybe the like people relationship. Like people still talk a little bit to each other. They still say, but in UK, nobody knows anybody. Just do your nobody cares about anybody. Nobody care about you. Yeah, in a way, yeah. But and here, so everybody mind their own business. So if you are looking for money, you are on your own.
On your own, no.
Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. It's only God. Honestly, it's only God because all these people that you are seeing, I will not talk too much.
They have their own cross to carry as well. No,
Yeah,
let me just let me help them, or let me help you to he's feeling something. See, if you come up, I don't know how it is there, but here in Europe, if you miss your rent for 1 month, you will sleep under the bridge. There's even no bridge for you to sleep here. So there are
definitely.
a lot of things you have to understand, and of course, I told you before. That's why I'm actually also pushing this thing now, so that you know the options that are there for you, and then you're able to make informed decision. And thank God for people like our guests, sharing their knowledge. I mean, I'm super grateful to you for mentioning that. So you have to make effort in get funding, get right information, and if you have your money too, of course, it's a plus. But
Yeah, of course, of
nobody's
course.
stopping you,
I mean, you can spend your money.
Eh. Now, so but have a source of income. It's not just okay. You
Yeah,
come here and then you are
yeah,
depending on people. A lot of people
yeah,
here too. They have a lot of cross. They are
yeah.
carrying, and then
Yeah, I
if
mean,
you
I'm
get
a lot
here,
of
they have a cross at home because anyone when you are there, it's always seen as if money is coming from tree. So they
I
have
mean,
people that are looking up to you at home, and then you too you are now to be something. No, it doesn't work like that. So yeah, thank you for mentioning that.
it's really important because I think that was one of the reasons why one of my admissions I didn't follow up with it. Not that I didn't like the school or I didn't like the
Because
course, but the offer they gave, and I was always checking. Okay, this year as the following year, put me on the funding list of next following year. You shall say no. Okay, yeah, yeah. Hold your school, I will hold myself.
no Allah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just something I've learned also. But I'm not saying that you can't come in. Okay, now let me explain the other part of it. You can come in and also get funding. You can come in and get funding, but the first few months will not be easy. Even I mean like the first year because a lot of things will be piling up. And then there's another thing too. If you are coming, if you are on funding, make sure you process your documents very early enough. Because I mean, if you don't process your document very early enough, it might take a while for them to get paid.
Yes.
So there are a lot of things like that. So and if you don't have anyone here, it can be very, very tight, even with funding. So make sure that when you come, start processing your documents, your paperwork, so that it's like you can get paid as soon as possible because you can't beat the system. You can't beat so just start doing enough that you can align with the payment as soon as possible. So I mean that's about the funding and then the work and everything around funding like that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So as you heard, uh, teaching assistant in research and right. So I want to ask if you have that teaching assistantship or maybe research or graduate assistantship in general, do you can combine it with working outside, or it has to be the only one, and can it sustain a student? I love that
you're,
laugh.
you're asking me a deep question. Now the question is that can money be sufficient?
Yeah. Well, it's in two ways. If it is what's it called now, allowed by the law. Because for in Europe now, it's just 20 working hours you have in a week. And yeah. So it is. So assuming it is now in Europe that we are talking about, and you get something like that teaching assistantship that's already taking that 20 hours, and then you can't do any other thing apart from it. So you have to settle whatever it is that teaching assistantship is giving you. You understand? So that's why I'm asking that. Okay, so if someone has that, um, can it be enough? And then, or that person can also augment with working outside.
Okay. Thank you for that question. It's a very important question. Yeah, because we are all in this together.
So
Yeah. So So you are required to work 20 hours. If you are a CA, that's the 20 hours.
So
You can't work at CA. If you are a RA, that's research assistant, you can't work outside that. Yes. Your job is to be in the lab. Your job is to be in the classroom to talk to them, carry out research. Yeah. So, but if I mean, there are some other benefits too, or like bonuses. So, if you go on a trip, they're gonna pay for your trip. If you go on some maybe research trip or like conferences, I mean, yeah, you can be sponsored because you're also like in a way staff. Do you get? So now about the payment. Yes, I mean, see, now the point is, if you come here and you want to be living a big life, like like Omonile. Sorry, I'm just
please use. Don't worry.
like if
Amonila is the owner of the son of the soil or something. Yeah.
yeah, son of the soil. If you want to come and be living like the son of the soil, I feel that the soil will not swallow us.
I know that amen to that prayer. Amen.
Or the soil should not reject us back to where you come from. So yeah, it's about personality too. So if you have a bad spending culture and when you come in, we get into debt, definitely. Because it's very easy to go into debt. The structure here makes it easy for people to go into debt.
Like
Yeah. So if you come in and want to be riding BMW, riding Mercedes, you want to be Bugatti.
Lamborghini, a
So,
Tesla.
yeah, you want to ride, yeah, Cybertruck to struck you hard. Yes, yeah. So, I mean, I mean, while coming, I learned a lot of things. I asked questions. People that lived here all their lives, I ask questions from them. Okay, how do you do it? How do you balance your finance? How do you structure yourself? How do you do things around you? How do you go by this, go by that? So I mean, I'm something I like to ask a lot of questions. I like to know about what I'm doing, know about where I am. I mean, just sit down, ask questions, meet people. Even I can ask even a small voice. I can ask them questions. Okay, how do you do it? Okay, because they might have different perspective. Then I come to balance everything together and make it a bunch. Yeah. So I mean, one key thing: live below your means. Don't live above your means. If you live above your means, you'll be left behind. So it's just that. Yeah, see, coming to the US is not to impress somebody or to, yeah, you have to know what you are doing, do what you are meant to do. And I mean, leave the school and get a good offer. See, once you get your first paycheck, you can afford. See, just do the work, get a good grade first. Money will come. All these things. See, okay, like for example, I will quote the scripture, Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. All other things. Given.
So
So yeah, you have to think it. I mean, see, I've learned to balance a lot of things too, both with scripture and my real life. Because that's the way it should be. So get what you want to get first. Other things will follow. Yeah. And
thank
yeah, and a lot of I will say this, this one I will say it. I will say
yeah.
it and I will not up the mic.
Take the table.
So now some coming. See, if it is if I mean see, focus on what you are here to do. Study. Focus on study. I mean, and work hard. Papers become. I mean, it's good to have that in mind too. But don't don't do things the wrong way because they are always watching. And these people they will not come at you when you do it immediately. You wait for pile up, pile up, pile up. Once it's okay, you can't run again. You can't run anywhere. They will hold you by the hand like this. You can't. Um, okay, so this is the script where we share. A lot of Nigerians are mm, So I just said, if you have families over here, try to always encourage them. Don't put pressures on them because at times it might not be what you see to be. Yeah, a lot of people are having some hard time. Just always pray for them, support them. I mean, the best way you can. Yeah, and try not to put pressure on them. And if you're coming to people that are here to try to be understanding too, and just make sure that you have everything you want intact. Come and when you're coming, come with as much as things you will need. Anyway, I'll wait if you ask me a question on that. So let me pause there.
Awesome. So let me just before I go, just
Okay.
complete what you're talking about things they will need as well. Because I know some people also are at that crossroad. Maybe they've gotten their visa or they are presently applying, which I will also talk about or ask about how the maybe we should possibly talk about that before we move to that one. Um, the visa processing because I know even after funding it might still be challenging with the visa process. So, if you have some tips and some of the things that they could do to get them better chance at that interview process. So, yeah, I want you.
Who am I? 4 years in. I
To...
mean, okay. Let me just say, you get to play by tips will fail you, but your favor is only gospel because you can have everything and still get denied. You can have everything.
Wow.
There's no guarantee like you can have everything. Now you have to be intentional about it. So now this is where you being yourself comes in because all the things you've done yourself, they will now ask you, this is why you're going to, why you want to study, who have you reached out to, and you're going to, is your contact person. They will ask you some questions. Who is funding you? How long are you staying there? What are you coming what are you doing coming back to Nigeria? I mean, a lot of things like that. So there are a lot of groups that does that. So they do mock session. So if you want to go for visa interview, so they do some mock interview for you. So but me, I did not do that. I only did my brother. Yeah. But see, I must also say big thank you to my brother too and appreciate him because they always support think guy and everything like that. Yeah. Call me midnight. Have you done this? Yeah, do that. And the point is one was ready to learn. One was ready to learn because it is very important you learn. If you don't learn, you just be beating your head. Yeah. So what I would say about this interview, make sure that you have something like that. Don't it well to push you by the end and walk you to the journey. Make your Christian to pray always.
Leo,
I mean, see, if you're not a Christian, if you go for a visa interview, you will you will pray. Because your destiny will be determined in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Yeah, everything that all the money you spent, everything, all your hope, all your expectations will be crushed or will survive in just 2 minutes. So you even when you get to the two gates, you'll begin to speak in tongues or begin to pray. I mean, you begin to be sober. Yeah, you need to like, okay, as we are here now, we mean business. So no time to play or to do anything. Even if the devil is trying to come to your heart to do some, to play on music, well, you will not want to listen to any music. You will go to where I'm going, that's where, because you come all the way. And now the point is, now it takes longer time to get appointment date. So, and if you're a student, you can apply for expedited date, that is emergency date. So not every date I mean, not every emergency application is granted. Some will still be denied. even though it's emergency. Yeah, I got the night too. Before God now did. Then just say God did this. Then just that.
God give it. Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, you have to join some group to know information. Yeah. You can't just stay in your room and stay alone and see. It will not flow. It will not come. Go and see what people are doing. Check. Be asking questions. Know what is going on. Know the latest because people can leave you behind. One can be left behind. So we have to know what's really going on, be intentional about it, and then stay focused. And then, yeah, uh,
Yeah, but thank you so much for that guidance. And I think people, as you have said before, of course, you have said if they didn't get funding, especially those that know that they don't really have that means, um, they should go after funding because I think that one also help. Of course, you said that even if you have everything, still not 100% sure that the visa is guaranteed. You have to pray, work and pray. So you can't do that work alone and be doing igara. You have to balance both of them. That work and then you pray, back it up with prayer. But because I know that there are some that maybe they didn't have funding and then they are trying to source that funding for that and they think that okay that funding will not even suffice or will be enough for you. It's an automatic rejection, that kind of stuff. So yeah, do everything in your power as you have said and also leave everything also in God's hands. It's the one that perfects everything. Yeah. So next I will then talk about okay, after everything is done, what are some of the things you think that will be essential for them to bring along and also settle when they come around?
thank you so much for the question. It's also very important. So, um, okay, while I was coming, while I was coming, so what I brought the most was food stuff.
As it should be.
What I brought the most was food stuff. I didn't really bring clothes like that because I know that no one know you go still be
Of course.
where I'm
Number.
using yeah. So and okay, yeah. See, you saw my bag. A woman cannot carry my backpack.
Wow.
It was well stopped. When I got to the city, so yeah, the one I want to carry my bag and check it. The bag almost fell from my hand. I said, if my laptop follow, just follow it. Everything was I maximized all the space I can because it's a 12 hours flight, long. I can't say that tomorrow I want to come back to Nigeria. I'm gonna pick something. I don't say that I missed this. I want to go back to. I have to okay. Hey, sit down. Ask people that about ask a question. Okay, what I think that is very very scarce about it that I I need to just get to adapt to like okay blend to the way the food lifestyle here. So yeah, just bring the things that you eat easily. Like bring those stuff. Then your documents, bring all your documents that are needed. Because if you want to send documents through DHL or UPS, you know how much you would pay. So bring the most important things to you, things that matters the most to you, not the things that you can do without. Yeah. Why you bringing soccer boots? Why they don't sell soccer boots here. Uh, yeah. And then get some if you're coming during winter, get some winter wears. Yeah. I think I get winter wear. I was not wearing suit. And I got cold blue suit away. So my brother came and picked me up with one jacket. It's a lifesaver because where I landed, so one of the coldest place. So I mean, you can hear how cold is moving. Like you can hear it very thick. So yeah, one should be prepared for that for the weather, and then to make a research about where you are going. I've been learning about where I was going since I don't maybe 2 years before I even got there.
Yes.
See, okay, during COVID. during COVID. Then. Myself, I was already in the US. It's just my brother is in Nigeria. There's nothing I don't know about where I was about that school then. That school that I first applied to. I do virtual talk.
Yeah.
I I move and I
Oh, I mean, see, I think we are actually, kind of related because for me, wherever I'm going to, I would have been there before that time. It's
yeah,
also about that mindset too. It
big
helps to
mindset.
condition your mind, and then there's a way God just reward you with that. Before
Yeah,
I came here. I'm a minister, by the way. So I have I watch a lot of videos online. See
yeah,
what I consume. Oh my god, the amount of data I consume during those times. I mean, YouTube video, anything I see about that place, I'm consuming about. I know my way around. Even when I get it, so it wasn't really too difficult. When I came and navigating a lot of places. Of course, it's you doing it online. Virtually is different from when you are here.
yeah. Yeah, it
Eh,
is, but it makes it still actually make you more kind of familiar with
media.
some things. Yeah, the culture, the cultural
Yes.
differences, the
Mm-hmm.
way people see things, the economy of that city, of that location, of the state, of the country, the yeah, the food, the houses, the way the laws, the bylaws,
Yeah.
the regulations. You can't just give anyhow. Now in Nigeria, you can just go and you can urinate on the streets in Nigeria.
God help
But
you.
yeah, but yeah, before you even start, you just go back to the street.
Oh my God.
Paying, paying fine, almost close to your house rent. If not, I mean, yeah,
Yes.
and house rent here is like a year or 2 year rent in Nigeria.
Yes, for sure. That's for 1 month.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, for a month, I was rent here, like a year or 2 years rent in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just so now getting to know what works here is important because if you get here and you misbehave, Nigeria is not far.
Even though it's far, but it's not far.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now something happened. I heard a story, so I don't know who it happened to. But I'm sorry if you are hearing this too. I heard somewhere anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know you. But I feel that God will restore the stuff back. So the person landed in the entry point here in the US. So he already got a visa, got everything. He already landed in the US. So at the entry point, they will ask you where you are going. We check your documents before you pass you home to the United States. They say welcome to the United States. So when he got there, so he was asked where is he going? Like where like his address, where he'll be staying. He didn't know it. So they had to send him back to Nigeria. I mean, it was so painful. It was a painful story. After that hectic journey,
Process.
yeah, now landing. Yeah, you're not on the sea. You're on the land.
That's so wow.
So
That's too
it's not
painful.
for
Yeah.
experience. And I always tell people that know where you're going, make adequate research,
Such
get to know the people you're going. If it's possible, you can get your accommodation before coming. If it's possible, you can book it down. If it's possible, or you know someone you are going to meet, find someone to connect. See, there's one thing that God has blessed us in Nigeria with. There's nowhere you're going in life that
that
you're
you
not finding Nigeria.
yeah.
The place that you won't find in Nigeria, that place is not working. That place is not a good place. That
It's
place is
not
not
that place is
not
dead.
that place is dead land.
Yeah.
Honestly. If you go to caves, you will still meet some Nigerians there that have been living there for 10 years. Yeah, so always make research, always connect with people of like minds. So when you get here, people of like mind, connect with them. So back to the real question: what you need to bring? Bring the most important things. The most important things. The most important things. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much was coming. It was my daddy's jacket looking like, but I didn't care because when I got there, I was even feeling cold. If you see that jacket, oh my god! So I don't even appreciate that. That was what kept me warm for
Yeah,
most time
me.
before I got
Yeah,
myself settled and got something
yeah,
fancy. But you
yeah.
still forget. a lot of things, even from Nigeria,
Yeah.
because the cost to my
Yeah.
and if you still want to preserve your place, there's one app that we do with Ryan here. I think there's one for students. There's one what's it called? One aviation uh plane whatever called Ryan. What do you call it? Yeah. So it is low. What's the English now? I can't remember. But you pay low, as a student. So and then you are not allowed to take a lot of load. That's if you are traveling in Europe, anyways. Maybe you are going for vacation and all. But what we do as students, because we know it's only our backpack and then the cabin baggage that we take. What we do is every of our load, jackets and everything, wear them together, and then because they will have reduced the load, they are not weighing you, that kind of
Okay.
stuff. You just take other things that you might need. But that's student life. But you coming for the first time, actually take whatever it is that is very important to you, and then food stuff is part of it. You might not get,
Yeah.
and there are also some food stuff that you could get very cheap there. You don't need to carry there. For if it is Europe now, I won't advise you carry rice, but you could take beans because it could be a very hard to get, all the swallow, can't say swallow. So take it, whatever it is you want to take. Yeah. So thank you so much for that. And I actually wanted to ask the first time just skipped my mind when you were talking about you've done an MSc before. So why did you apply to do another MSc and not just straight to PhD?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Um. Uh, uh, okay. I will say something, but I want to say. Okay, I'll say it in English. I know English. Yeah. So they said all fingers are not equal.
Oh, dog
So
back.
yeah, that's my response to that. So no, schools are in grades. So and also I was about wrapping up my program when my visa got what's it called like when I got my visa. So I think I have some few months left to wrap up.
Oh,
So and yeah, I mean it's a lot. It's a whole lot. So but let us just work with one for one.
oh,
And
mercy.
one has been a long way coming. So I can't say that. I mean, yeah, the school is they say the school is the first and the best. well,
That's so.
but one they say, but I
I
don't know if
beg, don't bring that part. Just leave it at that.
so. I mean, I have to just forfeit one for the other.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I really bless God for that.
Okay, okay, nice. I know I'll forgive you because you are from Ekiti. I served in Ekiti and I served in Ikere. I don't know where exactly you
Yeah,
are.
that's my hometown.
Really?
I'm serious. Okay, where did you? Okay, after the meeting, we'll
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
more about it.
Talk about
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to say something.
Yes. So yeah, so I'll forgive you because of that. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, because you are trying to
Uh-uh.
um
Wow.
pursue our
That's
school. It's okay. Let's leave it as
what's on the last. I'm starting to put that the best. Sorry, like you see October.
don't let us catch you, eh? No well, forgive me, Sha. So, because of time, I mean, it's been very interesting for me. It's been an interesting conversation, and I know that people will gain a lot of insights, and it will
Yes,
impact people in a lot of ways. Yeah. So, thank you so much for coming. I'm super
yes,
excited. I don't know if you have any other thing maybe that I didn't ask, but you think would be very vital for the audience to know about, because you said information is power and it's carry a lot of weight. Yeah, so if you have anything and then any final word, and just wrap them together and
so
yeah.
thank you so much for this platform and for this privilege too. Um, one thing I always do is, I mean, to also see how I can also be able to help others in any way I can, at least to make things work better.
Yeah.
So, um, if you're coming to the US, let me just say this. Don't just come and study anyhow course. Check out the employability of the course you are studying. That one is also key. You can study it and not get good job and not get good job. You can have PhD. Maybe you will not be lecturer. Be academics.
Postdoc.
Yeah. But make sure you have it because even if you have MSc, you can get a very good job. There's some guys when after they finish their masters, 6 figures.
So
6 figures. Yeah, 6 figures, and they are doing well. So check out what works for the course you are studying. Is it employable? What's the employment rate of the course I'm going to study? Yeah, and then check out more details about it. Get to know more about it. So that's one thing. Then jump to I have a platform though. I have a platform that I also give information to about you from the US. I focused on coming to the US only. So I might share the link. Although, okay, right now I'm working with 20 sets a year, so that I'm able to cover some ground. 20, 20, 20. So after this 20 sets now, then another one will come in. So, but there might be a larger room. I might create a larger room though. So I'm sending the link to you.
yeah, please. There must be special slots for people from this channel.
Yeah, and then I can also drop my IG to yeah to maybe want to reach out or anything. So my IG DM will be open for people that are interested, that are serious minded, yeah, that are ready to do the work. Then yeah. So my then okay, upcoming very soon, maybe by next month, yeah, I think because I'm trying to sort out a very good time for my speakers. So we have a yearly webinar that we call Career Expo. So it's about how to navigate your career, how to build your career. So if you are a student or you are like about leaving school or you're starting your career in a new role and trying to navigate your career path. So you would like to, I would like to invite you to attend the webinar. And yeah, I'm inviting some guests. These are people like, the way I met them was through my research. Let me just let you know. They have vast knowledge and ideas. They've worked, okay, one has worked with Disney World. You know Disney World?
Yeah. Interesting.
She has worked with Disney World for over 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So then the other person is a real estate mogul. Yes. He owned a company that runs for like 30 years now in real estate. So these are people that I've met through connection and networking, and they would like to pour their mind to also help people building their career, what to do, what works, the approach, the level of energy to put into work. Yeah. And I can assure that it will be an interesting one. So I will also send the link to you too.
Please invite me to our tag along.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And anytime you want me to also call, I'm always available. And I would like to also hear about your your story too. It's because it seems that it looks interesting. It sounds interesting. Yeah,
Oh, my story.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
of course I understand. We always so I will
Yeah.
collect all those links and then attach them to the description for people to access and yeah to see how we can go about it. Um,
Oh,
any other thing?
okay. I mean, there's no other thing that I want to say. I just to say thank you, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of us at the top. And yeah, it's a joy to see each and everyone do well in their career life. And please don't lose focus and just keep moving. Yeah, just keep moving. Don't stay in that position. Just keep moving. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. That's what I can just say because It's been a very, very inspiring story. I mean, I've been on roller coaster. It's up, down, up, and then, of course, I'm happy it ended up, and yeah.
Thank you
So
so much.
this will bring us to the end of today's episode. To the audience, stay tuned for more inspiring stories on Beyond Borders, Voices from Around the World with Rosalind Platage. And I'll just advise you can drop any question, comments, and like, subscribe. I know if I'm going through the comment and I see any question I can't answer, I can forward it to him, and I'm sure he's willing to do justice to that. So until we all win, see you again next time. Ciao. Okay, so